Here I am. I just made it home. Pulled in the driveway, and I worked a 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. shift. It was going to be a early, like 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift, but there were some type of complications, so they asked me to come in later so I could work later. The rest of the week, though, are all morning shifts. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So I'm going to be waking up at 5 a.m. today. Yay! Wait, tomorrow. Not today. I can't go back in time and wake up at 5 a.m. Or can I? Maybe it's theoretically possible. Anyway, right now is a part of my day where I'm walking up the hill and I open this gate and the dogs greet me. They pretend like they don't know me at first. Hey, you know me, remember? Don't you remember me? Get over here. I'm gonna pet your face. I'm gonna pet your face. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Yeah, now you remember me. Yeah. They always forget me until I pet them and walk away. No, they don't actually forget. They just bark at everybody who walks up the hill. And then as soon as I get out of the car and the engine is off, they're all lovey-dovey and they're like, oh my gosh, he's home, pet me. Did you bring me any gas station food? No, I did not, dogs. They don't know I work at a gas station. I never told them. Because if I told them, they want me to bring home the food. Just kidding. Hi, Freya. Hi, Freya. You want to say hi to YouTube? Say hi, YouTube. Hi. Freya wants to be a YouTuber, don't you? Yes, you do. I know you do. She doesn't like telling everybody because she's very self-conscious. Just kidding. I'm making all this up, if you didn't know. Hey, do you remember who I am now? No, don't sniff my butt. Why do you always sniff my butt when I'm trying to close this gate? It's like the perfect opportunity to come and quit sniffing my butt. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna focus on driving now and not look at the phone because, I mean, the dogs are pretty good at not standing right in front of the truck, but they do like walking with the truck as I pull forward. So safety first. Okay, so I worked at a gas station today, and you know, my job is not a bad job. I would say gas station job is a good job to have if your managers and the employees are as respectable and work as well together as they do at the place where I work. That's the main problem. I don't want to say problem, but yeah, it's a problem. That's one of the main issues I've had with jobs is just disrespect and a bad environment. And you know, I'm introverted and I do like having alone time, but part of me is also extroverted and a people person. Like, I love people and just opening my heart out to people, as even as simple as being a gas station clerk and just saying hello, how's it going to everybody that walks in. It is a great thing. And although there are angry people, like there are everywhere in customer service, whether from the McDonald's jobs I worked at to just other retail jobs, you're always going to deal with the Karens or the angry, entitled people, or the people who just get upset about every little mistake you make. Whether I be like stalking and then someone walked up to the register and I don't notice, and so my back's to them and I'm stalking for like 30 seconds to a minute, they don't say anything, and then I turn around, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I always try to make sure I turn around like every 10 seconds to make sure I'm not leaving anybody hanging, but sometimes I make a mistake and I get too focused in on working on the side jobs rather than focusing on the register because it's been so slow. And there's been some people that got upset at that, and that's valid. I don't want anybody to wait. Although, I mean, to a certain extent, they could always just like say something, be like, hey, like, and sometimes people do say something and they'll say something with attitude, like, hey, what are you doing? Or, which, I mean, I appreciate that more than the people who don't say anything. But basically what I'm trying to say is there's always going to be angry people who are stressed out. He heard me say, hey, what are you doing? And he started barking at me. Hey, what are you doing? Hi. I don't know if you can see him through that window. Anyway, there's angry people everywhere. And through the years, I've gotten much better at dealing with angry people. I would say I'm I have very good customer service skills, and beyond customer service, even if I'm not at a job in a professional setting, I'm very good at diffusing people and hearing them and listening to people and showing them that not letting their anger ignite more anger within myself, which just becomes an endless cycle of anger and ego rather than solving the problem. So I'm very good at diffusing people and those situations. Although, of course, they can be very taxing and draining, emotionally draining, and I've gotten much better, and I would say like spiritually and much more emotional maturity and the ability to not let other people's energies and emotions affect me. And that's a blessing, especially in a job like this. But still, sometimes if I'm having a bad day or I'm off balance with my emotions for what other reason, like a lack of sleep, or maybe I haven't been eating as well as I could, those types of things do affect your mood, and then it makes it harder to deal with challenges like that. But overall, I know that I've gotten much better, and I was still pretty good at it once I started customer service jobs like over 10 years ago. Although I started more at like a people pleaser type of energy, like toxic positivity. Like I was always just positive and happy, and it was all like 100% fake, all a front, like just a face that I wear. But I've gotten better at not only being respectful and diffusing situations and dealing with like negative people, that's what you want to call it, people in a negative state of mind who are projecting their insecurities on you, or people who have dealt with the mistake that I made, or maybe even a mistake I didn't make, but they're dealing with some complication and they're letting out their aggression on me. I've gotten much better at dealing with that over the years, and I'm feeling grateful about that, because I mean I've noticed a lot of people just don't actually have control over that and their emotions, and very easily people get triggered by other people's emotions and other people's projecting their anger at them, and then people gossip about it, and then it's like a cycle. And I've noticed this about me, that I don't take part in the gossip and getting angry at people, even if I feel they deserve it. Even in my own mind, I attempt, and I've got much better at thinking thoughts in my own mind to lift those people up. I think positively about them in some way, like, and at the very least, if I can't think of anything positive about them, I try to think about like their family and their mother. Like this human being has a mother that probably loves them, and if they didn't have a mother or parents that loved them, then they never got enough love. So I always try to think like that, and I think that's made me more capable and able to enjoy this job better, because the hardest part about the job is those situations, is just angry people and mistakes being made and customers getting mad at you, or just customers being angry at nothing. That's the hardest part of the job, I'd say, about working at a gas station. And if you're really good at dealing with people and not letting that affect you, and you can go in the gas station and bring a positive energy that actually diffuses angry people, and it might actually turn some angry or upset people into not necessarily happy people, but more peaceful people. I've seen it change people whenever you have a very sturdy foundation and you don't judge people and you hear and listen to them. It can change them in a second from being very angry to like, and they'll apologize, or they'll be like, it's been a long day, and like they'll say something like that, and then you know that like they realize that either what they did, they realized that they were being angry at you and it's not justified, or they start to feel insecure or a little embarrassed about how mad they got at you, and then you didn't react to it. So yeah, I love my gas station job. Although of course I'd rather be doing music. I have other visions for my life and aspirations and passion and desire to do other things, which I've been working on, and that's what I'm going to do now at the end of the day. Now that it is after my day job, it's time for my night job, which is also my day job, my other day job, because I work at day before my day job. It's music. I work on music before and after my job, And it used to be even at my job, because I used to play music on my breaks, but not the gas station job. Although that would be cool if they let me play music at this job, but we only get 10-minute breaks. So at the job where I used to play my guitar on my breaks, we had 2 30-minute breaks and 2 15-minute breaks, which is a lot of breaks. So I mean, that was awesome about that job. But I wouldn't even take breaks. I would go outside and play music, and of course I was like more tired and drained, but it was awesome. And so I probably can't do that at this job since our breaks aren't long enough. It's only 10-minute breaks, and I like to eat on my break. And even whenever I don't eat, I also use nicotine, my vape, but I would sacrifice my vape to play music. But 10 minutes is not long enough to play music on my break. So I go out there and then I play my guitar for like 5 minutes and then I go back in. Actually, it would probably be long enough for one song, but yeah, I'm not going to play music outside this gas station or even ask or try to, because I feel like it would just draw attention just to go out there and play one song, and then it would just be kind of weird. Like people would just think I'm just trying to get attention. I'm not even going to actually be able to get into the music. It's just, and then I'm going to stand out from all the employees who don't do that. And I mean, of course I was doing that at the other job, but the other job I was able to play for like 30 minutes and I would play after I got off work. And it was a different environment too, because the other job was for the university. It was in Columbia, Missouri, and it was like a college campus, and this is a gas station, and it's a corporate job. It doesn't hurt to think about it though. I mean, I love music and I love playing it as much as possible, but for now I'm just gonna work on music and my dream job before and after work. And that's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to do that. I'm feeling blessed to have a job. This is not my truck. I'm feeling blessed that my parents let me use their truck whenever they can so I can drive to it. It's only a mile away, so it's not that far, which is also awesome because it's been snowing recently, and since my parents let me use their truck with 4-wheel drive and it's only a mile away, it was not a problem for me to get to work at all. So, and that's good because then they call me in if they need somebody in whenever it snows, since it's so easy for me to go in, and that makes me reliable. And I'm a hard worker and I'm passionate and love my job. Not necessarily my dream job to be at a gas station cashier, but I love human interaction, and I'm very driven to have a job right now to be able to pay my bills and support my son. So I'm very hardworking and focused at work because I want to do a good job. I want to keep this job, and I want to continue to get 40 or plus hours, hopefully around like 50 hours a week if possible. I know they can't always give out overtime. They only do that, it seems, whenever they really need someone to work and someone's sick or something. But I'm glad I have this job. I'm thankful to have this job, that I'm able to pay bills and pay child support and save up for a car and be a responsible adult and start to work towards building, well, I've been working towards building my life, but actually work towards building my life the right way. Well, see, I feel like I'm just downgrading everything that I've been working very hard towards building my life, and I made mistakes, and that's why I'm here living at my parents' house and just lost my car and certain things. But I'm excited to continue to work here and to continue to work in my life and to continue to get better and grow and move out of my parents' house again after another 2 to 5 years. And yeah, so here I go. Gonna keep working this job, and I'm grateful to have it. I love my gas station job, and I love my parents. Beyond them helping me, I unconditionally love my parents, but I'm also very grateful for my parents helping me out as much as they do. And I'm feeling grateful to have this job and to go home and get to work on what I love to do, which is music. So how about you? Leave a comment down below. Where do you work? What are you going through? Do you think you could work at a gas station? Have you ever worked at a gas station? Were the people there cool? Are you able to deal with angry people well? Let me know. Leave a comment section down below. Yeah, put a whole comment section down below somehow. I don't know how you could do that, but if you can do it, let's have multiple comment sections. Leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. For the animals! Woo!